You'd think it would be easy against the characters I've been fighting against, but my reaction time has been abysmal. Come on, combo back into the mirror, yeah! Okay, even better highlight. Fucking clip that one, send it to me. Hell yeah! So, after 100 games of Potemkin, we have finished at 48 wins to 52 losses. Not so bad, little middle ground there. I think he's in the 4th or 5th lowest rate, but still quite decent overall. There is a small caveat to put on the end of that, but I will get to that a little bit later on when going through this. The Potemkin games were not that great for me. I'll be upfront about it. This is an archetype I do not mesh well with, and I knew this going into it. I've mentioned in previous videos, you know, I enjoy higher mobility characters, usually characters that'll like trade off health for either better mobility or better neutral control, stuff like that. So the low mobility, high damage grappler characters are usually characters that I tend to avoid, and I find less fun in general. That being said, I do understand the endorphin rush behind landing a Potemkin Buster or an HPB or an SPD if you're a Zangief player, if you're an aspiring Zangief player. I understand the endorphin rush of conditioning an opponent to sit there and block because you've shut down their other options, and then you hit them with your big grab, and you know, all the endorphins release in your brain at once, and you're like, blah, and you hear like the soundtrack go off, Nirvana, and you're just good. Speaking to Potemkin's archetype, it is that of the traditional grappler. He is a very slow, low mobility character with a high health pool and very high damage, whether it comes from Pot Buster or whether it comes from just pressing the right buttons. Even stuff like far slash, heavy slash, just a simple two-piece, does a lot more damage than it would with other characters. Now, the trade-off with the mobility is the most striking thing when playing a character like Potemkin, and this usually comes with the mindset of needing to play with your health as a resource. Your health is the resource you spend to get in on the opponent. I found while I was playing him, I think I started going really hard, especially in the beginning with his armored moves, in particular Hammerfall, because that's his charge back, then forward, heavy slash. It goes across the screen, and you can cancel it early. There's Hammerfall Break, which lets you end it a little bit early, and I was getting blown up a lot for that. And taking a slower, more cautious approach is usually the way to go, trading off a bit more health rather than going for the single hit of armor that Hammerfall has. Taking it a bit slower proved to be better results for me, or trying to use the other armored move, which is Slide Head, which is the one where he falls, hits the ground, and it's a full screen low that will knock the opponent down, and then you can close the gap very proficiently. Now, despite my gripes with grapplers as an archetype and personally, you know, not gelling with them, I do want to say that I think Potemkin is a great character to get invested into the game with. I think he is very easy to understand what you are supposed to do, which is something that can plague a lot of newcomers, I think, is having a good game plan, or having maybe like a more intricate game plan with a character can really turn the game into a really sour experience. But with grapplers and with Potemkin, you do have a very laid out game plan. You want to approach and you want to throw them. And I think it is a very good starting point for people trying to get into the game. If they think Potemkin looks cool, or they just want to get to bustin', then it's a great way to play the game. I will say that the one big trade-off with starting with a grappler is that you do learn grappler neutral. I'll put that in quotes. And it's very different when you do try and swap characters. You may feel like you're very suddenly playing a completely different game when you attempt to play like somebody who would be considered a more traditional character, like a Kai or a Soul or something like that. But yeah, overall, Potemkin, not my kind of thing. Did decently well with him. The caveat I mentioned in the games at the start of it was that I found I was getting really frustrated playing ranked or playing normally while doing the 100 games, and towards the end of it, particularly the last 7 games that I played, were viewer matches. So the last of the 100 games I was playing against viewers on my stream and chilling out and just having a better time. There's probably a decent case study to be done of how playing an archetype of character that you don't mesh well with can impact you negatively mentally, because I was definitely like sassier and snappier on stream than I normally would be, and like I was not having a great time. So just be on the lookout for that. Don't like force yourself to play a character who you don't think you're going to gel with, or in my case, that you know you aren't going to gel well with because you've tried it in the past. And yeah, that'll do it for the Potemkin games. Let me know what you think of Potemkin in the comments below. And up next will be the Ramlethal games. Only a few more characters in the base roster to go, so Ramlethal will be coming up next. Alright, enjoy the matches, guys. Peace. To start off the matches. Brilliant. Should be good. What's the worst that could happen? Modern locks you out of half your moves, though. It depends on the character. Kawano's playing on Modern, right? Evo Champion Kawano is on Modern. Ow. I better know my Eno shit? That's a little awkward. I thought I was supposed to be able to punish that with Potbuster. Oh god, the rollback! No! I mean, I know what I'm getting myself into. It's fine. No, I didn't want Hammerfall. Fuck. Darn. I threw too early, so he still had his throw protection. That doesn't work. Fuck.
Remember to like and sub. Extended throw range. Yeah. So like Nago and Potemkin both have extended throw ranges. It's really fucked. Nice confirm. Fair enough. Woo! Where's my charge? GG's question mark? Yeah. GG's cat.
Potemkin wins.